everybody who's been to my channel before knows what this next song means. Go and get your snacks. Get your drink on if you have to. Have a little green. Let's go. They fighting, y'all. They fighting.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, yeah. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I won't obey. You cannot tell me what I cannot say. I'm here to last, so yeah, I'm here to stay. I'll live each second like my final day. You can't take that away. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
Scene? Hello? Hey, how y'all doing? How's everybody doing tonight? Light is too bright yet again. No, that's as low as it goes. Okay, maybe it's just me. Oh, my glasses. I don't have my oh, I got my other glasses. Shit. How's everybody doing? What is up? Everybody doing good? Yeah, a lot of people, who was it looking forward to watch Not Another Housewife? Yeah, a lot of people have already put out videos on this. It was crazy. I was like, my God, y'all were quick with this shit. Damn. Damn. All right, Sharita. Hey, girl. Hey, Sharita. So, anyway, so how's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? All right. I guess we can get started. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you know what's going on between Dustin Dailey and Rich Lux. 2 in the chat if you do not. I'm ignoring all other numbers. Ooh, a bunch of y'all don't know. My God. Okay. Well, yet again, Dustin Dailey and Rich Lux are fighting. It happened probably about 2 years ago. I've covered some drama. Funny enough, this is the community that I came from before I'm doing what I do now. All right. I normally don't cover the beauty drama community. But back in the day, I would watch like the big DCs like Rich and all of them. And then I ended up watching like Sharita Explains It All that y'all saw in the chat. And I started watching Tea Time, and they've gone over all of Rich Lux's dramas and shit over the years. Okay. They have been calling Rich Lux out forever. All right. I'm not going to go through all those dramas. I don't have all night. We're just going to go over this particular situation. Because if you notice, it was just 7 days ago, and I still stand by what I said. Okay? I still stand by what I said when I stood up for Rich Lux against Dan and H3H3. Okay? They had no right to tell a gay man what to say about how they treated a gay man that they were on the phone, that H3H3 was on the phone with, and what they were saying. Because they tried to do it to Rich and Adam McIntyre. And I still stand by that. I still stand by that. Okay? But, to me, Rich done fucked up. You know, despite my feelings on Rich Lux, and Rich Lux knows how I feel about him. He said it in his video when he covered my video covering him. That still wasn't right what H3 and Dan did. Nah. So, story time. Yeah, Rich has been messing up for a while. And the only reason why I'm covering this, because in my sector, it's what I usually cover and stuff like that. It's been dry. Okay? Just saying. And I'm tired of fighting off H3 stands and Eugenia Cooney haters. I've been fighting them off for a week. I want something new. So, that's the only reason why I'm covering this. Letting y'all know. Because it was like, oh. So, I saw Dustin Dailey tweeted something about the past 6 months or drama channels, whatever. I didn't pull up that tweet. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Then I saw Rich Lux pull this tweet, or make this tweet. The clickbait king, Nikocado Avocado, is still missing. Nikocado has clickbaited having cancer and even a heart attack online. So I clickbaited a video like he would. Okay? And screenshot Nikocado saying I might have cancer. Another screenshot, I had a heart attack on camera. But I would say the difference is, and I'm going to show y'all what Rich Lux did. I would say the difference is he's clickbaiting about himself. And I'll get into more detail about that. All right. Then I saw Rich Lux at 12:38 a.m. He was up late. Well, it wasn't late for him because he's over there. He says, I'm a drama channel. I start drama. So don't be shook when I start drama, the house. That didn't land very well for me. Because, yeah, start drama like with another channel. I get it. You know, being catty back and forth. I get it. Been there, done that. But not to the level in which you did. Dustin Dailey retweeted it, and I guess he has Dustin Dailey blocked now. That's why it won't come up, because you'll see it in my retweet. Dustin Dailey said, yeah, but then you cry when the heat gets too hot. I retweeted and I said, wait a minute now, Rich. You're supposed to cover the drama, not start it. Then Dustin's video dropped. I'm going to be honest. This video, Dustin went fuck off on this video, and we're going to watch the video tonight. All right? Paige said, "Goddamn, 3 Dailey." Dustin Dailey. "I can't even eat properly because my mouth is open for this drag. You drag more than a woodchuck. If a woodchuck would be drag drug. Whatever. It's a tongue twister. I can't do it." And she's like, "Bruh." Down here, I said, "Ma'am," I was screaming. I really was. I was like, oh, I was like this the whole time watching that video going, "Damn, Dustin." Then Rich Lux. Now, I want you to peep the time on this. 6:53 p.m. She did hers at 6:51 p.m. 6:53 p.m. Rich Lux goes, "Wait till he drags you next, pattern of behavior." And I went under him and I said, "Rich, now you know I have got on your ass for stuff and defended you against Ethan. Dustin made some points in this video, dude." All right. At 7:08. So like roughly 10, 15 minutes later, he says, "Fake ass friends all around me with a snake." Now it's funny because I automatically thought, well, obviously he was talking about Dustin Dailey because of the video, right? Obviously. But I was thinking he was talking about Paige Christie too. Because she had just did that tweet. He had just said what he said under it, and then he turned around and tweeted that out. So I was automatically thinking he was talking about Paige. Because him and Dustin are already fighting. So I'm thinking he was talking about Paige. All right. Matter of fact, I had to point that out to Paige. I was like, "Yo, I think he was talking about you." And Paige didn't even know. So this is what it was all about. Rich Lux has a video that says, "Nikocado Avocado is dead," with a question mark. Now, can we be honest about something? Viewers, or a lot of viewers, not all, mine aren't like that. My viewers are the best, thank you very much. But there are a lot of viewers out there who, one, can't read the question mark, and two, are just going to look at this title and go, "Oh shit, Nikocado Avocado is dead." Okay? And then, which by the way, Rich Lux, 1280 by 720 is the perfect thumbnail size for YouTube. 1280 by 720. Just saying. It's too small. Anyway, he comes up with this thumbnail, which has Nikocado Avocado here and a car crash. And then an arrow from Nikocado Avocado to the car crash. Now, mind you, we just got Peter Mon back. We just got Peter Mon back on YouTube. Because what happened with Peter Mon? A fatal car accident. Now, of course, in the video, in Rich Lux's video, he talks about there was a theory, I guess a theory out there of him getting in a car accident, but he shows this video that's like maybe a month or two old of him showing up at a dentist and doing like an Instagram post or something for a dentist, all right, that he's alive and well. And then, of course, today or late last night, he uploaded a video talking about how Van Luke paid for a cameo. Van Luke. Anyway, so, yeah. But this is the problem right here, was that thumbnail. I would say the title also. But that thumbnail, come on, man. We just got Peter Mon back. You know what I'm saying? So that's on that. Now, there are some things. I watched Paige's Twitch live today, and she talked about the situation, in which I will, during my commentary, let y'all know what she said. Okay? this honestly has turned into not just a Rich Lux, Dustin Dailey type situation. So. All right, one in the chat if you're ready for this. Yeah, Truffle, someone else did. Obviously, Peter didn't. He's here, but... And I'm also going to get into what I feel about clickbait. All right, let's go. Let's start it.
I feel like I have to do this every couple of years.
And he literally does. If you go back on Dustin's channel and you search for the name Rich Lux, he does do this every couple of years. I've even covered like at least one time. As also everyone also turned their back on Luscious when she called Rich out for being fake. Yeah, that's that old drama. Yep.
Hey, what is up, guys? It's Dustin, and I'm back with another video. Now, I have been working on all my other content. I have my Sinead O'Connor video coming. I'm also working on a video about Slay with Dre McCray because that is just a serious, very scary, horrific story that's going on, and I feel like the attention to detail really has to be there, so I'm working really...
Okay, side note. This is just a side note. I feel like I need to look into that story because it seems like everybody and their mother is covering that story. That McCray story or whatever. Like, it seems like everybody is covering that story. Like, I'm seeing it all over my YouTube feed. Seriously. Anyway, that was a side note because I just see everybody covering that shit. I don't even know if I want to cover it because it seems so deep.
hard on that. But there was something that happened yesterday, and I wanted to come on here and talk about it because it is annoying the absolute shit out of me. Now, you guys know that for, like, the duration of time that I've been on YouTube, I've been friends with Rich Lux. Listen, and before we get into this, I am not trying to hate on Rich Lux. This is constructive criticism because I literally talked to him privately about this matter. He brushed it off. It was me as well as, like, maybe 6 other people that were telling him what he...
Is it, Sharita? It's a scary and sad situation. Mentally prepare yourself. Okay. Yeah, because I'm even wondering if I want to, I kind of want to go into it, but I'm not 100% sure I want to get into it. All I know is apparently creators are fighting other creators on who gets to tell the story, which I think is absolutely stupid. There's room for everybody on YouTube. I don't care. So, but I ain't getting into that. Anyway.
He did was absolutely wrong. And he just brushed it off, and he made excuses, and he just kept, like, pushing the goalposts. Every time we would make a point to him, he would just be like, Nikocado does this all the time, and I get that. Listen, I understand that Nikocado is a troll, but that doesn't mean we have to stoop to his level. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically, Rich Lux uploaded a video yesterday, and it's titled, Avocado is Dead, with a question mark. Now, that is clickbait 1. Because he...
Okay, let me tell you about clickbait. This is how I feel about clickbait. Every YouTuber clickbaits. Every YouTuber clickbaits. But I think there is a line to clickbaiting. Okay? Remember when Repzilla got caught clickbaiting about Keemstar dating a 20-year-old child? And he got caught clickbaiting? And then he changed the title? Everybody clickbaits. I've even clickbaited, but I haven't clickbaited to this extreme. Especially from making a thumbnail with Nikocado Avocado and a car crash and pointing to the car crash. That is too much, because that right there's some people who don't even read titles. They see a damn thumbnail and they want to watch based on the thumbnail. That's why thumbnails are so important. That thumbnail could lead you to believe that Nikocado Avocado was in a car crash.
He's not dead. 2, the issue with that is there could be people that would see that follow him, that could immediately think that something bad had happened to him.
Exactly. Advent, there's good and bad clickbait. Yeah, I mean, there's clickbait where, depending on how you do your title, like when I did that, when I talked to RHS, right? I put his name in the thumbnail, but in the title, I didn't even mention his name. I put Eugenia Cooney's biggest hater, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? There's clickbait, but then there's, what the hell are you doing, clickbait?
And that's not good. Nobody should ever have to feel that way when they follow someone. And 3, the thing with him doing this is he also made the thumbnail like a car crash. Like, he literally sat on his computer and Googled a car crash and put a picture of Nikocado beside a car crash and put an arrow toward Nikocado. So all of this stuff combined is just really super bad in my opinion. And I want to make it really well known, because people like to lump us together, that I do not condone this type of stuff. And something else that like really, really just like pissed me off so bad.
Okay, so another reason why it gets lumped together, all right? Because I've had the same thing happen to me, and I think everybody has had the same thing happen to them, you know, especially when you're creators. If you're friends with somebody, people are automatically going to think you were okay with it, okay? That is called guilt by association. And I have to admit, I used to believe in that until it got caught up on me. And now I'm not down for that guilt by association anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I guess unless you have a personal experience with it or whatever, you know. But that's why. That's why. Because you're friends with them, or was friends. It doesn't look like y'all friends anymore, but
Bad is the fact that there was like numerous comments there saying, hey Rich, this is just a bad title, could you change this, could you change the thumbnail? It was a lot of constructive criticism. He deleted all those comments, and I got my notification, and I was like literally like the second comment on the video, but I left a comment and I said, with peace and love, this title is an int friend, and I didn't even see the thumbnail at that point because I just got the notification and clicked on the video. Well, my comment got like 68 likes, and then it was removed, and there was like 6 comments that were replies. All the comments after that have been removed. Now, I know that we just woke up, it's like...
Well, if you remove the OP, everything below the OP is going to get removed also, because they were saying something to the OP. So that's why all the comments underneath of it were removed. As soon as your comment was removed, the rest of them are going to get removed too. That's just how YouTube works. Yeah, the title on it, to me, the thumbnail was worse than the damn title. You know. Well, apparently he did acknowledge it if he said something to him on the underneath it, and he was going off about it on Twitter.
I don't even know. It's probably like 1:30 here. I don't even know. I can't tell. I'm trying to look at the camera. There's comments there now actually calling him out. There's tons of freaking comments of people.
Okay, I can verify that because I looked at those comments. There were comments calling his ass out. Like some of them, you can tell that they really like Rich Lux, but they're like, Rich Lux, no, what are you doing? Dude, what are you doing? You know? A lot of people didn't like that.
Calling Rich out. And it's just like, at what point do you allow money to overtake your morals? And I'm just like at that point now with Rich, where I've told him over the past at least 4 to 5 years that he really needs to tighten it up, and that everything shouldn't be a clickbait title. The fact that he even said that Orland might have taken the gun from Nikocado and shot him or killed him.
Yes. Now, Nikocado, creatively insane, $5. Just a high five because you are awesome. Thank you. I appreciate the 5. Thank you very much.
Like,
So maybe he fought back, and they both reached for the gun, and maybe Orlin shot him. Well, I got some...
Rich Lux. Let's watch that part again. Let's watch that part again.
Nikocado and shot him or killed him, like...
So maybe he fought back, and they both reached for the gun, and maybe Orlin shot him. Well,
And throughout this whole video of Rich Lux, he shows where Orlin and Nikocado Avocado are like hitting each other with like paper and like those spongy things. You know, just what Nikocado Avocado and Orlin do. All right? What him and his husband do. It was filled with a bunch of that. And he says something like this. Come on, Rich Lux. Come on, dude. That's too much. That's too much, my dude. No. That's too much. And apparently, Nikocado Avocado is a hot topic right now because he has been missing. But I'll go into... Somebody actually had a good theory on that. And I'll explain that in a little bit.
I got some exclusive tea.
That's not even tea. That's not funny. That's not commentary. That there's something like really wrong with Rich. There's something wrong with him in his head. And this video that he posted is like 11 minutes and some change. And I counted up. I think that he maybe used like 6 or 7 minutes of video footage from Nikocado's video. And then he put a sponsor in it. So he really only had to talk for maybe like 2 minutes max.
Okay. Now, mind you, I was not mad about Rich Lux with this. I still saw it as fair use. Some people are screaming that it's not fair use. Listen, one, I'm not a snitch. All right? I'm not a snitch. Two, I think he did cut out some pieces, but he pretty much used almost my whole ass video. Almost. Not the whole thing. But when he covered my video on what H3 and Dan did to him, he pretty much used my whole video. Not all of it, not completely all of it, because I know I had said things here and there, and I still deemed it as fair use. And plus, I'm not a snitch. Even if I didn't deem it fair use, I'm not gonna claim somebody. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not about that life.
It's just becoming really disheartening, and I feel like I get lumped into this because there's people like me that are trying to change the way people think about the drama community, and then there's people like Rich that will clickbait literally anything and then put gunshot sounds in a video and then put a picture of someone beside a car crash in a thumbnail and think that that's okay. That is not okay. That's not right in any capacity. It doesn't matter who you're talking about. And while I'm talking about that, are you guys like literally not tired of talking about Trisha Paytas? It's like every time I turn around.
Okay. Now, Dustin, here's my only thing to you on this one. Okay? All right, let him finish his thing about Trisha, and then I'll go into mine.
Like, my feed is full of shit with Trisha Paytas. And I follow Trisha Paytas on social media. And I don't watch her videos that much anymore, but what is Trisha Paytas doing for all of you people to make videos about her, like, every single fucking day? Like, I'm not even, like, joking. I'm not even trying to defend Trisha at this point. It's just, like, at this point, like, I feel like this is harassment. Like, this is seriously harassment. Like, Sebastian Soto, Rich Lux, Adam McIntyre, like, y'all won't let these same 3 people breathe for 5 fucking minutes without y'all having to post a 10-minute video or longer, trying to get ads and clicks off of it. Like, listen, like, I've done that. I've been there. I have been that person.
Okay, so this is where he admits it, because when I first heard him say that, the first 2 words that came to my head was Gabby Hanna. Now, I know Dustin is trying to move away from drama, technically beauty drama community, but drama, all right? I get that. I think it's a good move. But when he first started talking about Trisha, the first 2 words that came to my mind were Gabby Hanna. Because you know you did a shitload of videos on Gabby Hanna. And at one point, it was getting ridiculous on how many people and how many videos there were on Gabby Hanna. Thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it. Sebastian switched his content to react. Yeah, I don't know who Sebastian is. So that's good though. I mean, all right, that's cool. The T channels are what have really chased a drove. Okay, KJ. KJ off Denson. Okay, because I don't want people to think it was like Katie Joy in here. All right. KJ, I'm going to be honest about Gabby Hanna, and this is another reason why I never covered her. Gabby Hanna, in order to stay relevant, she kind of needed people to talk about her. And I think sometimes Gabby Hanna was doing shit to get talked about. Hence the reason I've never covered Gabby Hanna on my channel. Because I wasn't giving her the attention she wanted. And that's just my own personal thing. Like, I don't really like covering Trisha, but I'll cover H3H3, and I had to cover Trisha with the H3H3 shit. Or like Trisha and Keemstar, you know? I don't even like covering Trisha. I don't cover Trisha on a standalone story. So, alright, we ain't talking about Katie Joy. I was just making kind of a joke, because her name was KJ Oftenton. But I think it's a good thing Dustin's moving away from that content. I think it's a good thing. Because why talk about the same people all the time? I don't get channels who talk about the same people all the time. Granted, I have a bunch of videos on Keemstar and H3H3. As soon as H3H3 fucks up, I'm right there. All right? But he's not he's not the majority of my content. You know? So I just don't get channels who you have to talk about the same person all the time. I don't get it.
I would pick apart things that people would say, but at the end of the day, there are lines that you should not cross. And I feel like there have been some lines crossed, especially with Rich Lux, with this video.
I agree.
And this title and this thumbnail. Like, there are major problems with this. And when people get lumped into this category, like I have been for years, it's infuriating.
Well, you were in that category. You unfortunately, Dustin, I almost said Petty Paige. Paige Christie was in that category too. She has turned around her content. Her content is a shitload better than what it used to be. Paige Christie's changed up her content. It's good that you're changing up yours. Rich just doesn't want to change his shit up. You know? He doesn't want to change his shit up.
Creating. And a couple weeks ago, I posted a video about how people can do the bare minimum and they just get paid and they get all the recognition. Rich is one of those people. He doesn't even do the bare minimum. If the bare minimum was here, this is where Rich would be. He's hired people that he has edit his videos, so I guess he thinks that he's doing something by these little static edits and stuff, but he's really not. This is lipstick on a pig.
Well, I mean, if he's paying, wish I could pay people to edit videos, because maybe then I could put out good videos, but I cannot, because I cannot edit. I suck at it. The fact you don't do KJ and Gabby Hanna videos is why I love your channel. Thank you, Dark Demon. Hell no, I'm not doing no damn Katie Joy shit. And yes, Sharita, I would say he's crossed lines in the past. He absolutely has. I agree.
But the worst part about all of this, too, honestly, is the fact that I called him out privately, Paige has called him out privately, Margot has called him out privately, Gareth has called him out privately.
They used to just read tweets and upload. That's the well, I'm going to be honest. Bo Blacks does the exact same thing. And he makes mad-ass money off of doing that shit. You know what? Honestly, if I could start this shit over, I'd probably do the same damn thing. Just cover drama on Twitter and just have all these damn tweets and just read them. Just read all the tweets. I can't believe it.
We've all talked about how bad this thumbnail is in combination with this title, and he still went on Twitter and defended his position, saying that this clickbait is okay when it's just absolutely not, because this is going to be the type of shit that causes an apocalypse again. You should not ever, unless someone is dead, put that this person is dead in a thumbnail or a title. You just should not fucking do that.
I agree. That thumbnail and that title was all across the line. I feel as though all the people he named are not friends with Rich. They are strongly associated with him. I think he actually goes into actual names organic.
And honestly, I know that this is so cliche to say, but
Well, I would say one thing, Diamond. Sometimes you don't realize how something is until you're in it yourself. And maybe, I don't know. I'm not in their head. I do not talk to them. But maybe something clicked on, you know what, we need to change. I did the same thing on my channel. I changed up my content, you know?
I guess when you're friends with someone or you're friendly with someone, you want to see the good in them. You would hope that they wouldn't do this type of shit. And you get to where you expect you out of people, and that's just not the case, because this is not something that I would ever do. I would literally never do that. I wouldn't talk about Jaclyn Hill's divorce. There's been numerous things that have went on in social media and drama and things that I just would not touch, because I feel like there should be boundaries with people. I feel like there should be boundaries when you talk about other people's lives. Yes, it's okay to get on here and you can talk about certain things, but when it comes to like death and when it comes to like relationships and shit like that, like, I feel like you should either really tread lightly or you just shouldn't do it at all. And Rich just went balls deep into it, and he's like upset a whole bunch of people. There were tons of comments on his.
Meowser, this is definitely not Apocalypse 4. This is no kind of Dramageddon or Apocalypse. This is literally just Rich and Dustin fighting. They fought before. This is all that is. This isn't a Dramageddon or an Apocalypse or this is definitely not going to be an Adpocalypse. It's not that big. This is just those two fighting. That's all this is those two fighting.
His video where they were calling him out. And there's tons more, because I just sat through and watched that whole video. It was literally a Nikocado video. If Nikocado wanted to claim that video as a copyright, he probably could and get away with it, because at this point, Rich uses more people's content for filler than there's actual content of him in a video.
That's actually true. He did it with my video. There was more of me talking in there than him. That is true. Again, I'm not mad at it, and I appreciated the shout out he gave or whatever, you know. Got more eyes on me. But I still deemed it as fair use, and I wasn't going to bitch about it, because I saw it as fair use for me personally, because I saw cuts in there.
If that makes sense, because his whole video was pretty much just Nicocado's videos. And then even in the video clips that he used, he got the fucking timeline wrong. Because everyone was saying that this video of Nicocado at the dentist was actually like from a month or so ago. It's people like Rich that do drama and commentary that have literally ruined this genre for people, because they're tired of seeing the clickbait titles. They're tired of clicking on a video and not getting what is in the title or in the thumbnail. And that's why I've been...
Okay. What he just said, remember when the commentary channels were going after what they called T channels? I don't like that term. I don't like the term T channels. I hate it, because they never called themselves T channels. They've never called themselves T channel. They might have T in the title or T in their name, but they never call themselves T channel, and I will stick to that to the day I die. A crusty old bitch. I will stick to that. But remember when the commentary channels went after them, after the drama channels? That was their main complaint. What he just said was their main complaint.
That have literally ruined this genre for people, because they're tired of seeing the clickbait titles. They're tired of clicking on a video and not getting what is in the title or in the thumbnail. And that's why...
That was one of the complaints. And the fact they were making 1,001 videos on Gabby Hanna.
I've been trying very hard to move away from this, but the more I move away from it, the more I'm tied to it, because people always lump me into this category, and I am so sick of it. I no longer want to be affiliated with Rich Looks in any kind of capacity, and I know that...
Listen, Dustin, the only thing you can do is keep making other kind of content, and eventually they will not attach you to it. You have to think, you just changed your content up. Paige is now not considered a drama channel anymore. She's considered commentary. But it took her a while to be considered that, or what they would call T channel. They considered Paige a T channel for the longest time, But with her content, and the more and more content came out, it's pulled her away from that. You're going to have to deal with the same shit. I hate to tell you this. You're going to have to deal with the same shit. Until you prove yourself to other people, which I know is dumb. I agree. You shouldn't have to prove yourself to shit. But they're going to consider you part of it because you literally just changed.
The last time that I did this type of video and I talked about Rich Lux openly after talking to him privately, that he got very mad and he was like, oh, you tried to like destroy my brand. Rich, you need to grow up. You do not have a brand. You're not a brand owner. You're a YouTuber. And all these grandiose ideas that you have that you are, you're not. You're never going to be Jeffree Star. You're never going to be on his level. You're never going to have $5 million in your bank account.
That was one of the criticisms that has been told about Rich Lux. Oh my God. This is so petty. This is why I don't cover this genre very often. I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't even like covering like Jeffree Star or anything beauty drama related. It's just, this was so damn petty, I had to watch it.
It's just never going to happen for you when you do this type of shit. I know that a lot of people are rewarded for bad behavior, and you have been for a very long time, but you're never going to get to the level that you think that you are, that you put out on the internet, that you want people to believe that you are, because you're not, because you're being a shitty fucking person. When you put money above...
Rich Lux has been kind of a shitty person for a while now. Like, a while. Well, good while. You know, just saying.
Your morals, that lets people know what kind of person you are. Honestly, I don't even know that I would ever want to even...
Organic. Oh my God, you made me almost choke on my diet peach tea. If Rich ever makes $5 million, he's using this video as his intro. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just had a mental, like, just picture of that happening. You almost made me choke.
Have any kind of interaction with you personally in like a personal relationship, friendship, or anything like that anymore, because you are just sick. You make...
Davida, Peter Mon said something similar about Rich a few years back. I mean, Sharita and Tea Time been saying it for years too. So.
Make me sick. You make me fucking feel like physically ill. Like that thumbnail and that combination with that title really just struck a nerve with me that I just don't think that I can come back from with you, because anybody that could do that to someone that could possibly be in a situation where they could harm themselves is sick. It's just gross. As someone that has like really struggled with mental health, and we know that Orlin and Nikocado have broken up, like, you should tread lightly. You should. And just like Trisha Paytas, like I was talking about a minute ago, like all these motherfuckers that make videos about her, she can't even have a pregnancy. She can't even be pregnant and happy without people on the fucking internet trying.
Okay, yeah. The videos about her being pregnant was, I think personally, well, with what some people were saying, they crossed the line. Because either way, she's still pregnant with a child. And I think there's a line to cross, to be honest.
Trying to ruin it. The whole drama thing and the whole community that I've been a part of for so long, honestly, at this point, is so watered down and so far removed from what it was when we first started this shit. It's not even something that I want to be a part of anymore, because we used to call out things that were important, like people not disclosing codes and people lying about other people and people doing things to other people's products and stuff. How is it that we got to where we just clickbait people's deaths? That is not what this was founded on. This is not what we started this as. And Rich, you are the major reason, you are one of the major reasons, along with a few other people, why people do not take anyone seriously anymore on the internet. And I really need you to understand that. So the next YouTube video that you make that you want to clickbait on somebody being dead, or you want to clickbait on somebody throwing you out at Ace Fest, you put yourself in that situation. You didn't even have to take your raggedy ass out there to even be subjected to that heat, to get thrown out of that, because you went there looking for a problem. You went there looking for an issue. You knew that that could possibly happen, but you did it any fucking way.
Yeah, Death Noodles went out there too, and he... Death Noodles, right to Austin McBrew's face, said something about a scam. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. But that was some other shit I didn't want to cover either, because it was Twitter fun for me to watch that. I wasn't going to cover it though. I didn't care enough.
And that's just not something that I want to be a part of. I don't want to be a malicious person. I don't want to do malicious things. And I refuse to engage or even...
Oh, Sharita. Well, so we'll put Dennis and mint chocolate chip ice cream as our footing. Cause I lost that love for him a long time ago. No, not too long ago. Because I used to defend him. I even voiced over a video that defended his ass. Actually. Be honest. He been getting on my nerves though. Oh.
And be associated with this type of shit anymore. So as long as Rich wants to do this clickbait type of shit, as long as he thinks that this is the type of shit that's gonna fill his bag up, him and I can no longer be. Not that we've even been close over the past year or two. It's just the fact that I cannot be associated with this type of shit anymore because it's not who I am as a person. And if I didn't call you out for it and I just let it slide, I would just be an enabler, and I'm just not doing that shit anymore. So what you did is wrong. I'm not cool with it. It's not funny. It's not cute. And the fact that you put gunshot sounds in there and said that maybe Orland took the gun and
a lot of people had a problem with that.
killed Nikocado, that's absolutely sick. And there's something wrong with you in your head. And I really hope that you get the help that you need, because this YouTube gig for you is not going to be here forever if you keep this shit up. But you guys, I am sorry to drag you all into this.
Okay. All right. Now, Paige went live on her Twitch and I remember how I thought this was about her? Well, apparently, Rich Lux has blocked her on all social media. And I don't know if that friendship is done. I know Paige expressed that her feelings were hurt, which I can understand. You know, that was her friend. Or was or is, I don't know, because you never know. Tomorrow it may change, I don't know. But everyone was trying to tell Rich Lux that everyone was behind the scenes trying to tell Rich Lux that, yo, that thumbnail and that title, no. And apparently he didn't like that too much. I think he got pissed off with Paige's tweet about Dustin's video, and yeah, he's now blocked her on all social media. So, I don't know. I don't know if he's his manager or he helps him with getting sponsors. I have no idea. I never understood that part of it, to be honest. Like, I never understood what Paige's husband does for Rich or whatever. I never understood what he did, to be honest. So I don't know. Well, here's my thing. I know my friends, if I fuck up at something or I say something wrong, they tell me. And I respect the fact that they tell me. And I respect the fact that they're only telling me that because we are friends and they're looking out for me. So, I don't know, man. This has really turned into a mess. Now it's not just Rich Lux and Dustin. Now it's Rich Lux, Dustin, and Paige, and maybe a couple other friends. I don't know, but it's gotten bigger than what it needs to be behind the scenes. So, but with this situation right here, because again, I'm not going over the old shit. You know, I've talked about the old shit. I've posted about the old shit. With this situation here, though, Dustin was right. I do believe Dustin was right in this situation. I have to agree with Dustin on this one. I mean, you're going to sit there and do a car crash. Is Nikocado Avocado dead? And you're going to show a picture of like a car crash, have the arrow from Nikocado Avocado to the car. We literally just got Peter Mon back on YouTube after a fatal car crash. Are you serious? That's fucking rude. I'm sorry. That's fucking rude. It's no better than that dude that I interviewed calling Eugenia Cooney her brother's digital sex slave. Like, what the fuck? That's those titles, dude. I think those clickbait titles are the worst. Yeah, the gunshots weren't cute either. Now, Stardust and Diva were doing a podcast yesterday, and Diva, what she thinks Nikocado Avocado is doing, again, she said it was a theory. She didn't say she knew for a fact. She literally said, this is just a theory. But remember the two YouTubers, and they did that show 1,000 Pound Sisters? Remember that show 1,000 Pound Sisters? I think they went into a season 2. Where they went to go to the doctor and get the, they have to lose a certain amount of weight, and then... Yeah, the Slayton sisters. The Slayton sisters, yes. Apparently, what she thinks maybe, because when the Slayton sisters, when they were doing that show, they weren't allowed on social media. They weren't allowed to upload on their YouTube. So her theory is that maybe he might be doing the same kind of show. That he might be doing the same kind of show. So, all right, hold on 1 second. 1 second, guys. Because it looks like we're going to have a special guest. Is it calling? No, it's not Rich Lux. I don't know. Okay, let's try it one more time, because it might not have worked because of where I was doing it at. All right, let's try it. Yeah, Paige says she can answer any questions because she, I guess she heard me say that I don't know exactly what her husband does. Oh, wait. You're not connected to me. All right, hold on. Oh, there you go. Hello?
Hello?
There you are.
Hey, okay.
All right, how you doing, lady?
I'm okay, I've just been watching the stream.
So, okay, can you please explain to me what your husband does for Rich? Because I've never understood what he does.
Yeah, so he's just like a talent manager for influencers. There's various different influencers that he looks after outside of Rich, but Rich is possibly the most well-known out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially just hooks them up with sponsorships, basically. And if there's a deal going and he's working with a specific company, he'll get everybody it is that he works with in on it if they meet the demographic. That's it.
Okay. All right. See, I never understood what he did. Thank you for answering that. Now, let me ask this. Do you think this fight between y'all is going to affect that?
Well, I'm blocked, but my husband isn't, so take that as you will.
Okay. Well, there you go. Okay.
So, yeah, it is what it is. But to be honest, I'm not like... At the time all of that happened, obviously they were arguing in the group chat last night. So at the time that it happened, I was like so stoned that I didn't realize like what was going on. I didn't know that it was serious. I thought we were just like arguing, like if you've got like I don't know, like if you're arguing with each other because, I don't know, we've watched a video and we've got different opinions on something. I thought it was that. I didn't think it was that, like, as deep as it's got. But then, Dustin left the conversation and then it just got weird and then nobody was talking and yeah, it was just strange.
And Rich was in there cussing everybody out.
Yeah. he told everyone to fuck off. And then he said that we weren't invited to his party. It's just like, well,
so
what?
You got uninvited to a party, you got told fuck off.
Yeah, he was just, but here's the thing. Rich is just so, I love him to pieces, but he's absolutely, like, when he loses it, he loses it completely. So I thought to myself, he's going to be upset and then he'll come back around and he'll talk to everyone again and he'll probably just like apologize or something. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
I mean, it could happen. I mean, y'all been friends for a while. And I know you have stood up for him on trying times with him, to put it lightly. And
yeah,
that's what kind of, it's like, wait a minute now. As many times as Paige has stood up for you, I mean, and listen, and even there were sometimes you stood up for him, I was like, girl, what are you doing? Girl.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, there's been times where I haven't, spoken about certain things because I'm just like, well, that's Richard's beef. I'm just going to leave him with it. There's been times when, I have spoken up for him, like, when Def Noodles was trying to tell everybody that he was like down the alt-right pipeline and shit. I stuck up for him there. I brought him on my Twitch show. We talked about it and all that kind of stuff. Like, there's been times that I've stuck up for him, but whenever I stick up for somebody, it's because I feel it. It's not because I'm like, it's not reciprocal to me, at least. So it's not like I'm expecting him to come and like bat in my corner every 2 seconds or anything like that. It's just, yeah, I just kind of thought, like, out of all the things to be the one that broke the camel's back, this stupid shit is the one.
I'm telling you, I think it was your tweet that did it. Because you saw he did that tweet about 10, maybe 15 minutes, between 10 and 15 minutes after that.
Xylie, when you sent me the message, I didn't even know that because I didn't see his tweets because he must have already blocked me by this point because I didn't see anything. I had no idea. So I was sitting there thinking, this is crazy. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to wake up, not stoned anymore, and I'll figure it out in the morning. I didn't know at that time that any of that was going on. And then I was like, oh. And then I had a look on social media. I was like, oh, this is serious. So hence why I was just kind of a bit like, well, that's a bit strange because obviously in his latest video, he spoke about it briefly at the beginning saying, I'm really sorry if I upset people, I offended people and all that kind of stuff. I was like, well, where the fuck was this energy last night? You know?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just that you've gone to the fire for him, and for him to get mad over that and block you, you're a better person than me because nope.
Yeah, for me personally, I always think that like when you get to meet somebody, because like one of the things that people like to say and stuff is like, obviously in the past I've made videos about Rich Lux and then I met him and then things changed. Like it's all of a sudden Paige switched up because people remember me from being the person who called him Bitch Lux. And even when I met him in person, he spoke to me and he said that really hurt me at the time, and I didn't realize that like, I was upsetting somebody or whatever. I never took down the videos because I said what I said and I still stand by them. But at the time, obviously, I think when you meet somebody, you humanize them, like you make them, like you realize, oh, this is a person with feelings, this is that. And hence why like the change that's happened in my channel has kind of been like a project to kind of just humanize more people, if that makes any sense, like to see them as human beings and not, people who don't make any mistakes, who never get anything wrong. Because when you hold people to ridiculously high standards, those standards are placed on you.
Yeah.
And I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. I've done some shitty things. I mean, I've been sat here watching the chat. People have named 50 shitty things it is that I've done. And it's just, it's like, it's one of those things. But for me personally, like when I look back on like the times that I've stuck up for him and stuff like that, I don't, take them back. But it does make me think, wow, it took only a little bit. A little bit of pushback from me. Well, I've pushed back several times in private, but a little bit of pushback from me saying I also didn't think that this was cute, for him to be like, yeah, well, fuck y'all then. I'm like, oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
Good
No.
luck.
No, exactly. And what people are expressing, because like how I told you, I'm like, yo, he made that tweet about you. And you're like, what tweet? And I showed you the tweet and you were like, I didn't even think. Yeah, no, it was, I'm telling you, the public outlook it was towards you. Sharita even says here, yep, please stop going hard for them. They don't like you. You're better than them.
Yeah, I think it's different when like you meet people though, and they're like
I
as
get
much
it.
as like obviously I can sit down and
I
say
get
like
it.
I get however people can see from the outset and then think to themselves, oh, you know, like I've had the whole you're the token black girl in the group, da 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 da, and all this kind of stuff. I get it. I hear you. It's just like outside of the parameters of YouTube, there's like real serious friendship stuff that's happened. People,
Right.
you know, you know, the stuff that happened with Nick and his OD and just all of us coming together and helping him through that. And like there's real friendship,
Yeah.
real shit that is outside of the parameters of YouTube. And then I have to sit down and think, you know, public perception of my relationship with these people or what's real and what feels real to me. And I'm ultimately always going to choose what feels real to me. So if
Well,
I'm stupid and I look like I've got egg on my face, that's fine. At least it was a real egg that was placed on my face. It was real.
Well, I kind of get what you're saying. Like Tipster, for example. Tipster and I hated each other. Hated each other. We would spit on each
Yeah, I
other's
know.
grave at one point, right? Which, when you talked to him and you said my name, because we were still beefing at that point during the Eugenia Cooney stuff in that live stream, and you said my name twice to him, girl, I was like,
Yeah.
yes, throw my name in his face. But now that I've talked to Tipster and we've actually had really good personal talks, I don't look at him the same way as I did before.
Yeah,
You know?
and I think
Now
that
I've
happens
never
with
met
everyone.
him. Yeah, I've never met him personally, but I don't look at him the same now because I actually I look at him as like a friend now.
Yeah, and I think that happens with everyone. I mean, even like myself and Papa Gut, we became friends essentially through dragging each other on social media, me and him going back and forth for no fucking reason over a ridiculous slight
Yep.
disagreement over something.
Yep.
And now he's somebody who, like, if I ever needs to reach out to ask a question, or, you know, even like he's been involved in one of my videos, made a small cameo for me and stuff like that. He's that guy, and I think he's lovely.
Yeah.
It's just that, you know, you don't know somebody until you actually take the time to get to know them. And I know, like, people will never see it, and they'll always see the facade, the you know, the makeup, the popping the fans, the house down the boots girl, and all that kind of stuff. And they'll see that person and think that that's who he is. But I've said it a billion times before. If you ever meet Rich in person, he's like the quietest person in the room. He's not the person you think he is online. And it's just sad that, I don't know, for me personally, just seeing like a massive part of his ego just showing hugely. And it's just like, come on, dude. I thought better of you, you know?
Yeah, and and especially with him blocking you like that, that was beef between him and Dustin. That had nothing to do with you.
I did not make any part of that. Like, I didn't have no say, nothing. And like, Dustin even let him know, like, dude, I'm gonna make a video on this. Like, this is really bad. And then, you know, his response was, well, girl, let them make their videos. And it was like, oh, okay, all right.
Well, Dustin made the damn video, didn't he?
Yeah, well, then he was upset about the video. And it's like, well, you said let them make their video. So can't be upset when it happens, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just a sad case of events. For me personally, I'm not like overly pressed over it.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
you know,
that's good. It's not taking you over. It's just, I don't know, dude. It's gotta suck. It's gotta suck.
I think it sucks to a certain degree because I thought more of him. I think that's all that I thought. I'm just hoping in the back of my mind, and maybe this is like me being premature or whatever, but I'm hoping that he's just having a moment, you know, and I'd be ridiculous to say I haven't been stubborn, because I can be extremely stubborn.
Well, that's
where
true.
I tell people, well, you know, do you know what? Fuck y'all. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody's had that moment. So I'm hoping that that's his moment and he's going to get over it. But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, that's true.
Because he can, as far as I'm concerned, like, real friends will tell you the truth regardless. And even if I don't take it to the internet, I will always be truthful to you.
Yeah.
And the fake friends are the ones who'll tell you yes. And he pays enough of those people. So he needs some real people who'll tell him the truth, even if it's not what he wants to hear.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what what real people and real friends do. They tell you the truth. Believe me,
Yeah.
I got my Skip and my Amber. They'll tell me the truth about some shit.
Yeah.
You know,
And
they'll tell me
sometimes you need
quick.
to hear it. Like sometimes there's been times when, you know, I'll be on social media talking my shit and stuff, and then somebody will call me out and I'll be like, nah, fuck that. Fuck your opinion. I don't give a shit. This is how I feel. And then I'll take a few moments out and be like, do you know what? They had a point.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping it's just the, okay, I see it now moment. But I don't know. It just feels kind of like you're giving this apology to your audience about that. But the people who, you know, were telling you in private in the manner of which you would with a friend
Yeah.
are the people who are, you know, getting the shit. So,
Well,
it
you
is
know
what
what?
it is.
Honestly, what it tells me is he knows he was wrong. Honestly, what it tells me, he
Exactly.
knows he was wrong. All right, I got one more question for you before I let you go, okay?
Yeah.
Ma'am, am I
Yes.
getting my Mr. Girl video?
Girl, no. And I'll tell you why. Listen to this, right? So I uploaded the video for the intro, right? I posted it to Patreon, posted it to members, let them all know that this video was in the works, yeah? Almost finished writing my script. I was almost there. YouTube took the intro down for sexual content. And I was like, okay, this is not going to happen because there is no way I'm putting that amount of time, effort, and energy into a long video, because we are talking this video is going to look like an hour and a half long at least, right? I'm not putting that amount of time, effort, and energy into an hour and a half long video not to get any money from it. That's a lot of time.
Yeah.
Especially since it takes me approximately a week to make a video.
Yeah.
So that's when I shut that one down. I thought, no, I can't do this. I would have loved to, trust me, because I've got a lot of thoughts and opinions, but it's not going to happen. Not if YouTube doesn't play nice with me, and they're not playing nice with me. They age restricted it, and it was just the intro.
So basically, it's up to me then, is what you're saying.
Basically, it's up to you, and I will promote the fuck out of anything it is that you do.
See, you see how everything gets put on my shoulders, people? Just saying. I don't appreciate it. Damn it. All right, girl.
Right, I'll let you go anyway. Thanks for talking to me.
No, thank you for coming on, and I appreciate it. And thank you for explaining what your husband did, because I was never able to say exactly what he did. Like, I didn't know exactly.
No, everyone seems to think he's like a conventional manager who just, like, you know, organizes things for people and blah, blah, blah. But essentially, he just hooks up the sponsorships. That's what he's good at, and that's what he does. He just takes his little percentage and goes on his way.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's what he does then, because I didn't know for a fact. Because, I mean, I've heard manager, and then I heard helps with the sponsors and stuff. I'm like, well, isn't that what a manager? I didn't know. So, okay, cool. That's all I needed then. Thank you, ma'am.
No worries.
All right, bye.
I'll speak to you soon. Bye.
All right, there you go. You heard from Paige, and why is hold on, let me refresh my chat, because my chat is like offsetting like a mofo. Hold on. Okay, there we go. But, well, there you go. Well, now we know what the husband does for a fact, because I didn't know if it was like a manager situation. I didn't know for a fact, all right? I was only going off by like speculation and shit. But, yeah, it's a crazy situation, you know. But see, that's why I'm happy that I got the friends that I got. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if I sat up here and said something extremely stupid, I guarantee you Sharita would come into my DMs and go, girl, what the fuck was that? I know Skip would definitely do it. Actually, Skip would probably do it as I was live messaging me. Girl, what the fuck was that? But that's what real friends do. You know? That's what real friends do. Yeah, Zach. So I guess Rich is going to ignore the fact that the video was tone deaf as fuck. Yeah, I guess so. It is what it is. Ain't nothing going to change it. So that vid was a little much. Oh no, I 100% agree with you, Moody. I 100% agree with you. That video was I know this term is like cringe to some people, but I don't give a fuck. Not a good look. That video and that thumbnail and that title was not a good look at all. Absolutely. At all. All right, any other questions or concerns before we get out of here tonight? Oh, Members Live is going to be tomorrow night. It was supposed to be tonight, but this popped off. I wanted to go ahead and talk about it. Members Live tomorrow night, people. Just letting y'all know. Making up for not doing it tonight. You can be honest with someone, but you can't force them to have self-reflection. 100% creatively. 100%. Do you think him and Dustin have not been I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't say... It seems like to me, Dustin tolerated him, but I don't know... I don't know Dustin enough to know that. So I'm not like his... I don't know Dustin enough to know that. But it just seems like he tolerated him. Because Dustin's called his ass out before. And he still has those videos on his channel. Just saying. He's going to find one person who doesn't think it was a problem. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Sharita. I mean, come on now. You know there's people out there praising him for that video. You know they're out there. You know, everybody has those group of people that no matter what they do, they're going to get praised for it. So, absolutely. So, all right, guys. Well, Paige, thank you for coming on. Everyone in the chat, thank you for coming out. I truly appreciate it. And remember, if you're a YouTuber, don't clickbait like that. Do a nice clickbait. Don't do a stupid ass clickbait like that. Don't do a dumbass thumbnail like that has nothing to do with nothing. And always remember, keep that shit real. Bye.
Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. That energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker